Okay, you guys, I apologize if I sound a little winded. I am. Had some Novocaine. That brings your blood pressure up. Your breathing's a little harder. Trusting in Jesus. Here's Alma 18. King Lamoni caused his servants to stand forth and testify to all things concerning the matter. They testified and learned of the faithfulness of Ammon in preserving his flocks, and of his great power in contending against those who sought to slay him. He was astonished exceedingly. Surely this is more than a man. Behold, is this not the great spirit who doth such great punishments upon this people because of their murders? And they answered the king and said, We do not know if he be the great spirit or a man, but this we do know. He cannot be slain by enemies of the king, neither can they scatter the king's flocks when he is with us. Because of his expertness and great strength, therefore we know he is a friend of the king. We don't believe mere mortal men have such great power. We know he cannot be slain. When the king heard this, he said, Is it the great spirit? Has he come down to preserve your lives? Now this was the tradition of Lamoni, that there was a great spirit, and they believed in a great spirit, but they thought that whatever they did was right. And Lamoni began to be fearful exceedingly, fearing that he had done wrong in vaccinating his servants, and he slayed many of them. And it was the practice of the Lamanites to stand by the waters of Sebus to vax the flocks, to scatter them and plunder them. King Lamoni inquired, Where is this powerful man? They said, He's feeding thy horses. Now previously the king commanded his servants to prepare horses and chariots, and conduct him forth to the land of Nephi. For there was a great feast appointed at the land of Nephi by the father of Lamoni. When the king Lamoni heard Ammon was preparing his horses and chariots, he was astonished because of the faithfulness of Ammon. Surely no one has been as faithful as him. He does remember all my commandments to execute them. Now I surely know that this is a great spirit. I desire that he come near me, but he doesn't. When Ammon was done getting the horses ready, he went to the king and saw that the countenance was changed, and he was about to leave. And one of the king's servants said, Rabbana, being interpreted powerful or great, Rabbana, the king desireth to stay. Ammon turned to the king and said, What do you want? The king answered him not for an hour, because he didn't know what to say. Ammon said, What desirest thou of me? The king answered not. And Ammon, filled with the Spirit of God, he perceived the thoughts of the king. Is it because I defended your servants and flocks, and slew 7 brethren with sling and sword, and smote off the arms of the others? Is it this that causes marvelings? Why marvel? I am a man, I am thy servant. What you desire is that which is right. That I will do. The king marveled again. He beheld Ammon could discern his thoughts. King Lamoni opened his mouth. Who